Hello everybody. I'm going to give you a tour of our yard and show you my property that Betty and I live on. Betty bought this property in 1990 for $14,000. It's a blessing from God. She saw it advertised in a newspaper and almost immediately she knew that she wanted it. She showed up the real estate agent with $14,000 and they're trying not to sell it to her because so many people saw the potential of it. Just listen to the water. It's just soothing, helps you sleep at night, and come out here and enjoy it when we praising God and giving Him glory for all that He's done for us. It's one fountain. This is our cherub fountain. You can see beautiful phlox. Down here we got marigolds. See, our property goes all the way back. There's a creek that runs to the left of the tree lines, and there's another creek that runs along these other tree lines, and way back there in the very center, that is where the two creeks meet and they go out to the Green River. And this is our other pond. Get up close so you can see this fountain. It's really lovely. And over here, got another fountain. I haven't connected up the pumps to this one. You can see our beautiful trees. Nearly every tree you see on this property we planted ourselves. That willow tree that you see right there, it was planted about 10 years ago, and the thing just grew and grew really fast. Here, I'll give you a picture of our house. That's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house. And this is where I'm going to have to kind of hoof. That blue spruce is probably about 7 years old, and it's probably about 18 feet tall. That is a sugar maple that we planted the same time that we planted the willow tree about 10 years ago, and both of them were about 1 inch round when we planted them. That thing's a beautiful yellow in the fall time. Here in front of you, I'll show you, these are red buds, and it's just absolutely gorgeous in the springtime. You got pink flowers coming off of it and just tons. It looks like clouds of pink when they're bloomed. I'm going to be out of breath. So anyway, Betty bought this property for $14,000, and there's a lot of people that were trying to buy it because a 4-bedroom house and 5 acres of property is obviously an incredible buy. She had to put a lot of work into it, but people were waiting and trying to buy this house, and my wife showed up, the real estate agent, the day it went on the market with the $14,000 in hand, and they were trying to get out of selling it to her because people were offering her more money for it than what they had initially asked for. And she had the money in hand. She says, if you don't sell it to me, that's false advertisement. And so they had to sell it to her. And we planted these roses just last week, one on both sides. This is the entrance to our property. I'm going to walk up here and show you what it looks like from this side. Okay. And that's what our entrance to our property looks like. And if you look way back there to that tree line, which I'm going to start hoofing it to, that is the end of our property. The creek runs down that side beyond those trees, and our property goes beyond the creek. It's a large property to walk real fast, so bear with me as I get out of breath. This is a cherry tree that has tons of cherries on it. When we first got it, there was tons. Kind of kicked back in the last couple of years. Need to do some work on that. This used to be a garden that I've got to replant it. We've kind of let it go. But almost all these trees we plant ourselves. Every one of the evergreens on our property were planted in about the past 14 years or so. Now you can see this, how tall this is. That's been planted about 14 years ago, and that one's probably about 35 feet tall, I'd say. Right in front of us is a shade garden that I've kind of let go. It has a lot of work that needs to be done on it. Here, I'll show you. Yeah, I kind of just let this go. Just didn't have the time to really do anything with it. And that right there is Hope's garden. That right now, that's a springtime garden. It's really pretty in the springtime, but this time of year really isn't that much to look at. And I'll show you this arbor. Has hibiscus in it. There's a coleus in here that's really pretty in the springtime. And this time of year it doesn't flower. And Weigela right there. Just love the Weigela. They're beautiful in the springtime. And we have a few tomato plants. And I'll walk back and this will complete our trip. There's a horse barn right there. And you can't see it, but directly behind that willow tree there's a hen house, chicken house as my wife prefers to call it. And that's our property. And God has blessed us, and if you understand God and His love for His people, then maybe you can appreciate this property. And God bless you, and this is it. This is my property and my wife's property.